Hello everyone, I'm Elvin and here I am again with a new video. So this time I am doing my final project for the same course, public speaking and presentation skills, where I have to review an educational device. So when I was given this assignment, I was thinking that maybe I should just review a laptop, a phone or a tablet maybe. But then I was thinking again and again, like there were like 40 students in my class and most of us are going to review the same products. So why not go for a different product which is going to be unusual or unique. So that's why I went for a wireless microphone. Okay, so before I start explaining about the benefits of a wireless mic, what is a wireless mic first of all? So there are two parts in a wireless mic where you'll have a mic with no wire and a transmitter where you'll have to plug it into a phone. So what is the function of a transmitter? A transmitter recovers the audio which is transmitted from the mic. Okay, to explain it in a simpler term, the function of a mic is just to talk. You just have to use it to talk. But then the transmitter does all the job where it only recovers the audio that can be heard very near to the mic, which is going to be your voice, and it will cancel all the background noise so that your voice is going to be very clear. So that's the function of a transmitter. Okay, to give you guys a clearer picture, I can show you the wireless mic because I have one. So these are the parts that I mentioned earlier. This is the transmitter that you have to plug it into the phone, and this is the mic that you'll use to talk. And how do you use it? Okay, I think I didn't tell you how to connect it to a phone. It's going to be very simple, where you just have to plug it into the phone first, this transmitter, and then you'll just have to turn on the mic. The power button is here. I hope you guys can see this. So that's how easy it is to use a wireless microphone. So why do I say that wireless microphones are useful for students? As we all know, in this 21st century, most of the classrooms at tertiary level or universities are student-centered. So student-centered classroom is where students do most of the talking compared to the lecturers. Why do they practice this at tertiary level? In my opinion, I believe that this type of classroom is very beneficial for the students because they can gain more self-confidence and they can be more independent. Instead of depending on the lecturers to teach them or give them the answers, I think that the students can just look it up on Google by themselves, because I find this way more interesting instead of getting the information very easily from the lecturers. This type of classroom also forces students to come out from their comfort zone and be very active in class. But I think they can eventually get adapted to it, just like how I am right now. Okay, so everything was going well until the COVID-19 pandemic struck, which changed everything. I can't say everything, but what students were doing physically, for example, submitting assignments and presentations, they turned them doing it virtually later on because there's like lockdown for like almost 1 year, I think. I'm not sure how long the lockdown was, but then let's not focus on that. Let's go to the presentation part, where how do they do their presentation virtually? There are two ways to do it. Either you record your video presentation and play it during the online class, or you'll have to do it lively during the online class itself. Now let's focus on the way they record their video presentation. Okay, what I believe is that lecturers do evaluate the creativity of our video. What if our video is not creative? Obviously we're not going to get high marks. So how do we make our video creative? You don't have to edit a lot. You just have to make sure that look at me. I'm sitting in front of the camera and have been speaking for 3 or 4 minutes, I think. If I was the lecturer looking at my video, I'm gonna get bored. I'm not sure about Miss Akmal, but obviously I'm gonna get bored of myself. So instead of just sitting, you can just walk around. But then, that's the way you can walk around. You can move freely, and you can just tell someone to hold the camera, and you can just walk around wherever you want. And then you have to make sure that you have a very good background as well, because it will attract the one who's seeing your video. For example, obviously the lecturers have to get attracted to your background. Okay, so let's talk about the first part again, where You have to move freely or walk wherever you want when you're recording a video. So if you're moving far away from the camera, have you ever wondered how is your audio going to be captured? Because when you go far from the camera, obviously your voice is going to get lower and lower and lower until there's a point where they can't even hear your voice. So that is why I recommend you guys to use a wireless microphone, because even if you're standing like 10 meters or 15 meters away from your phone, the voice is going to be exactly the same as how you are in front of the camera. So now I'll show you guys an example. I'll go far away from my phone and without the mic, and I'll start saying something. Let's see if you guys can hear or not. And I'll show another demonstration of using the mic, and you guys can see the difference clearly. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here I am outside my house in the middle of the streets. So this is where I'm going to test, because there's no enough space at home. Like, you can still hear my voice even if I go far, because there's no enough space for me to like stand far from my phone. So that's why I'm out here. Now let me just stand a bit far from my phone and let's see if you guys can hear my voice or not. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you guys can't hear my voice now. Okay, so I was saying something there, but I'm sure that you guys couldn't hear me. Now let me test again with the microphone and you guys are going to see the difference. Okay, so I just watched the previous video and I knew that my voice can still be heard, but not very loudly like how I was in front of the camera. Now I'm using the microphone. I'm going to test it by standing at the exact place or even far from there, and let's see if you guys can hear my voice clearly or not. Okay, so I think I'm going like quite far from where I was just now, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can still hear my voice because I'm using this microphone. And I'm sure that you guys do believe that this microphone is really useful now for presentations. Now I'll go back inside my house because I'm sweating. Okay, so as you all saw my demonstration just now, now I'm pretty sure that you all know how useful this mic would be for to make your video more creative. And if you guys are thinking about how much the price of the mic is, it is very cheap. It is only 25 ringgit, including shipping fee. I bought this like 2 weeks back for my sister's engagement, where I had to do an interview there. As you all know how loud an engagement would be, there would be songs, people talking around, but I still managed to do my video there using this mic. And that's when I found out that this mic would be really useful for my future presentations as well. And it's not just for me, it's going to be useful for all the students. So I would really recommend you guys to buy this wireless microphone as soon as possible to make your video more creative. Okay, since I was like sitting and talking for a long time just now, I would like to walk a bit and make my video more creative now. So, Miss Akmal, I was watching my previous video just now, and I found out that my eye contact wasn't towards the camera, because I have an explanation for that, because I'm using my front camera and I was looking at my face so that I know my position was right, and that's the reason I was not looking at the camera. It is not because I was like reading any script or something. Don't get it wrongly, miss. And that's it from me. Thank you so much. And don't forget to buy this wireless microphone. Thank you.